Hello, Pisces. Welcome to our shared space here on YouTube called Natural Connection with a Shaman. I am your host, Shaman Grey Wolf. Excuse me. And tonight we are going to get into your reading. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and that can be Western or Zodiacal. Whatever resonates to you. If you resonate as a Pisces, this reading is for you. So Pisces, the divine masculine card of the day is Maui. Right? You've watched Moana, right? The movie Moana with Maui, the trickster god, who is actually the hero. Well, Maui stands for time to make small, simple steps to change patterns or to change and break bad patterns and habits and reinstate new patterns and good habits, okay? So it talks in here about like taking a 5-minute walk each day. And then over a period of a time, 5-minute walk can turn into a nice hour-long walk in the morning, which is good for your health, right? So little tiny things, baby steps is the key. So Pisces, what I want you to do is kind of look into your life and where can you integrate better habits in your life. That's not for anyone to decide but yourself. It's just the card of the day, Maui, the divine masculine of the Hawaiian or Polynesians. Time to break old habits. Make small, simple steps to create new habits. And I know Pisces are all about imagery, so look at that beautiful image. All right. Pisces, I just kind of want to have some fun here with your cards. I've got over here a few decks of shamanic types. I've got some angelic and ancestral cosmic messages, and I've got Archangel Tarot here. So I think we're going to go ahead and pull some shamanic medicine. Pull one of these cards and see what your base of your reading is. What is the foundation of Pisces reading? Animals may be significant. If you have a 4-legged animal, maybe taking it on a 5-minute walk each day is going to be significant for you. Soul retrieval, ooh, that's a good one. Well, if it's meant to be, it'll come out. You might be retrieving ancestral soul memories now as we speak. And dream weavers so that you can create your dreams. All right, what do we got for Pisces shamanic medicine? What do we got? What do we got? Sacred site and air, creativity. Sacred site, purpose. Take respite from the chaotic world. The ancient ones welcome you. Regain clarity, healing, and inspiration. Be still. Rest. Sacred site cleanses and purifies you now. The spirit connection is gifting you rite of passage. Reawaken natural powers you have suppressed or lost. An answer comes to you from a favorite sacred space. Adventure, travel, embracing life. Power, key, secret place, liberty, and trust your intuition. So you might be being called to get somewhere as much as possible that you find sacred. For me, it's right here in these Lake Mead Mountains. Right here down the street from my house. There's Boulder City Mountains. Lake Mead Mountains are around the corner, and there are powerful ley lines out there because that entire area is on top of selenite mines. We just don't know it. There's one of the biggest gypsum plants in America that's out at the Lake Mead National Forest. So that means that underneath the dirt, everywhere in Lake Mead, everywhere you see transitions of colors, like if you see a orange sand and then a pink sand, and in between there's a white sand, there are crystals there. That is a crystal line. It could be gypsum, it could be selenite, it could be clear quartz, whatever it is. Find yourself a sacred spot that's not too far from your home and try to take at least 10, 15 minutes there as many times a week as you can. Now, why? Air element. Open up the creativity within you. While you're there at this sacred site, take time for conscious breathing to clear the mind and enhance your imagination. Daily meditation. This is Maui. Maui's telling you you need daily meditation. Begin new projects. Trust your imagination. Get creative. Walk outside in nature, parks, etc. Listen to the wind. Follow your dreams. Paint, draw, write, dance, and be free as the creative spirit of air. Pisces, you are the spirit of air. So air is calling you, and your ancestors are calling you for a rite of passage to a sacred site where you can do some breath work and clear your mind. When you're not at the sacred site, you still need to implement a small daily meditation practice. Meditation could be anywhere from 3 minutes to 30 minutes, and that's it. Meditation can be as simple as just allowing your brain to babble while you just focus on your breathing. As your brain's going humana, 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 bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. All you do is you go breathe in, breathe out. Don't worry about holding in. Don't worry about how many seconds to breathe in. Just keep repeating to yourself, breathe in, breathe out. Set your timer for anywhere from 3 to 30 minutes and enjoy. Make that a daily practice. That's how simple meditation can be. Doesn't have to be hard. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got here from the new Shamanic Oracle. I really like these cards. They remind me of plant medicine, which is pretty cool. Okay, here we go with inner light. I perceive the strength of my radiance. So your ancestors are, look at this imagery. Oh my God, come on, light, don't screw it up. Look at this card for a moment. Sorry about the glare in there. Look at that. The deeper you look, the more intricate the picture. The more you can see revealed. That's actually one of the best things I like about the shamanic site is you can look at something and see so many layers all the way down to the essence of whatever it is. And people don't realize that about us shamans. We can see the pure essence of any living being really easy. We can digest all the way down to that inner light under all those infinite layers of teachings you were taught to be as you grow throughout your life. Putting on the masks of your mother, your father, your siblings, your teachers, the kids at school, and all throughout your life until this moment. But you know what? That inner light is always at the core, underneath all of those personas. Looking into the depth of things is what shamans do. You might be a shamanic practitioner, Pisces. Look at the intricity, intricacies of life. Intricacies of life. The depth beneath the depth. The sole purpose of everything. Today, Uranus is in Kritika Nakshatra, which is all about that, getting to the source, finding your inner light. And it says, the message here is, I perceive the strength of my radiance. So this is why your ancestors are calling you to a sacred site where you feel at peace, right? They want you to see just how radiant you truly are. All right, man, woo, that feels good. That feels good, Pisces. I know you just enjoyed, like something sparked within you, because I felt like a stoke in a furnace inside my chest. It felt good. All right, and let's see here. Next one. You're being called to a sacred site. Oh my God. There we go. So that you can have some renewal. I reconnect with divine intelligence. So, the more you get out of your head, right? Now, if you've been watching my channel at any length of time, you might notice that I always say, allow your thoughts to be thoughts and just focus on your breathing. Stare at a Sri Yantra at the center and let your thoughts pour out, pour out, pour out, pour out. Because eventually they will be done pouring out. And when you achieve this, you can transcend the 3D reality and you can walk with beings like this. You get to higher dimensional planes. And I gotta tell you, just last night I had higher dimensional beings. I call them angels. I mean, it's a beautiful word to sum it up. So powerful, so beautiful, so divine. It allows us to know that we're never alone. It's almost comical how not alone we ever are, but how beautiful it is to be in the presence of divine. But this comes from emptying the projections of daily life, the assumptions of daily life, the expectations of daily life. Expectations, like big thing this week, I wanted to start drawing again, right? But when I did get a sketchbook, I sat down to draw, and I had so many things to do that day that I couldn't do it. So I got all frustrated and scribbled on my paper, and I put it to the side, right? Well, I went back to that messed up scribble page that I did the other day, and I took my time and I smudged it all out, and I made a mess. And then out of that mess, I carved with an eraser a piece of art. Okay? So once you get everything out of your mind, you're allowed to see the messiness. I kind of lost where I was, to be honest with you. Wow. See, see how that works, Pisces? I talked myself into a trance right there. That's because while the mind was speaking, or while the voice was speaking, the mind took a back seat and said, hang on, I'm going to sit back here for a minute. What was he talking about now? Tapping into some creativity, basically helping your mind release. I'm always talking about Get the things out of your mind. Just allow them to flow, allow them to be while you focus on one point in something, or while you just say, breathe in, breathe out. Keep it simple. I love this term, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I saw that on a movie, to be honest with you, so I can't take credit for that, but it was really impactful in my life. When you keep everything simple, right? There's nothing to keep up with. You don't have to remember lies because you're not lying. You don't have to memorize trigonometry because you're not doing trigonometry. You're keeping your life to the basics and walking in a more authentic you. You are about to reconnect with divine intelligence. And you know, it's funny, but connecting with divine intelligence is literally about learning to release all of the education, definitions, and labels that you've learned up to this far, all that mental chatter. Go to your sacred site. Consciously breathe. Keep doing this. Meditate on a daily basis until the thoughts are then once you're there, don't expect something right away. Oh no, the divine wants you to enjoy that for a little while. So once you're at the don't go, now what? Don't say that. Enjoy that. You know, if it helps, I used to meditate with, I think I still got them here somewhere, gunshot earmuffs and earplugs inside. And I would go out to the lake, to a very remote place where there was nobody. People say, like, what trails do you hike? I don't know. I park on the side of the road. Park on the side of the road and I go where people aren't. And I'd go to these places that were absolutely silent. And to further the silent, just in case, I would put the earplugs and earmuffs on, and I would meditate because it made my mind sound like a wind tunnel as I breathe. Because when I meditate, I breathe in really long and I exhale even longer. I don't worry about numbers. Doesn't that sound nice? So, this is what the divine wants you to know, obviously, because it's channeling right through me. The divine wants you to know that the divine intelligence is actually non-human intelligence. Human intelligence is in a hurry. It must be chattering to stay full of purpose. It's always planning things. Why? Divine intelligence is very silent. Allow yourself to be in that silence without trying to rush through, without trying to receive psychic downloads to share with your friends or put online, without trying to anything for any sort of gain. Just be there. And then this is when Spirit will tell you very softly what you need to know. And it will be very few words indeed. It won't be like the ego, Divine intelligence isn't in no hurry. Pisces, find your sacred spot. Woo, okay, let's see. What do we have for your shamanic healing? What can Pisces learn about healing within them? Oh, here we go. Did you know that you have unlimited possibilities? Unlimited possibilities like the leaves on a tree. Those leaves fall, go into the ground, become food, go back into the tree as sustenance, give it life, and rebirth again, over and over and over again. How many lifetimes do you believe you've lived? You're not even close. There's infinite more than that, more than you could ever comprehend. So don't worry about trying to understand them all. You are about to tap into unlimited possibilities through some kind of retreat. Pisces, I'm getting you need to take a break here. A retreat. Retreats are all about finding the silence in life. If you want to go to like Kadampa Retreat Center in it's in Arizona. It's called Kadampa Retreat Center. And go on retreat, it's silence. No technology. No phone. I mean, I'm sure if you're at a retreat center, you probably have your dedicated hour a day of phone or communications or whatever. I don't know. I haven't went to the retreat there, but you're up for some divine intelligence, and that's going to come at the cost of you tuning out. Let's get some tarot. Why? Because you are becoming your magician self. This is going to help you manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Isn't that funny? The things we chase after in life, they never appear. They run away from us. But when we take our energy back, I learned a new word called loosh, Loosh. When we take our power back, our energy from all the things that try to siphon and drain and vampire our energy from us, and we say, no, I'm turning off the mind, I'm retreating, and I'm going to tap into my silent wind tunnel of a mind, then the magic starts happening and shit falls from the heavens into your hands. It's ridiculous, but it's true. 4 of Gabriel. You will find a time of celebration, abundant rewards for your hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. You've got to take some time to chill, Pisces. Even if it's just 30 minutes a day to meditate. 10 of Ariel. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. Isn't that what everybody wants? Just a nice retirement life. No more chasing the chicken off the fucking in the barn. No more chasing the carrot while you're the donkey trying to get the carrot and somebody's holding it on a fishing pole in front of you. No more riding in a hamster wheel trying to get the cheese. Just fucking enjoy your life. Enjoy being in abundance and a good family life. A good retirement is this slow, steady, inner light, calmness that spirit is calling you to. Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. You have the ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. You embody this. You embody the Queen of Pentacles, which means you keep a beautiful home. You make others feel welcomed around you. You feel that there's always enough to give. And you love to treat your family and loved ones well because they also treat you well. 10 of Ariel. Happy life. All right, let's get some cosmic wisdom for you from the Cosmic Akashis. Solitude. I mean, did you see that fly across the screen? You might want to rewind and look at that again in slow motion. Pause and tell me what that was. Kind of looked like a little fairy flew across my screen. I don't know if you saw that or not. Solitude, Pisces. Solitude confronts you with your truest self. And in the silence, you'll uncover emotions and thoughts you've long ignored. Through this deep exploration, you will grow more resilient and independent in everyday life, whether at work or in a relationship. Look at that wise owl, Pisces. If you're like me, let's take a step back. Do you see the big face in the whole card? You see the owl's eye and the eye over here? What else do you see in that card? How deep can you go into this one card? If you were to sit alone with this one card in solitude, I'll bet you could find an entire universe with your imagination. That is divine intelligence. Nothing on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get some angelic ancestral wisdom. Walk the path of wisdom and learning. Be a spiritual mentor and take on a spiritual mentor. So this is, Pisces, when I hear people say that they are the masters, I think, how limited did you just make yourself? Every master has a mentor, and every mentor has a master, and on and on and on, so that we can all stay in the proverbial beginner's mind, because we will always find new intelligence, new wisdom, and new paths if we continue to learn from others and from our own experiences. But it does take silence and solitude. It does take meditation and calmness. It does take emptying the mind and getting all of the program details out of your brain that aren't really you. And let's get our final with some angelic numbers. What do we got for Pisces? Self-care, Pisces. Come on, Pisces. Do you see the reading? Practice self-care. Ensure you're getting enough rest and engaging in activities that bring joy into your life. 789, self-care. And progress. You are making progress and advancement towards your goals. Stay focused and committed to your journey, knowing that success is within reach. You're about to hit the retirement jackpot, or you're about to wrap up some long goals that you put on, because Spirit is telling you to sit back, tune back into yourself, silence that mind, slow down. Don't be so impulsive or excited. Don't let's Loosh is this meaning. not allowing anyone to get your energy excited, upset, pulled, or pushed in any direction. Lush is to remain calm in your own magnificence. So Pisces, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're a new follower or new viewer, hit subscribe so that you can stay tuned for future videos. Hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as I upload, and share this video with other Pisceans like yourself if it was helpful. Thank you for your time. You're always appreciated, and I will see you next time. Take care.